Roy back again. Well, figured it was time for another room tour video, and I think I'm going to put the light on just for a minute so you guys can see a little better here. There we go. Alright, as I'm coming in, it's been a while since I've done it. First thing you guys see is this beautiful clock with my Monty Python's Complete Waste of Time CD-ROM on top. I picked this up, I don't know, about a month or two ago for a couple dollars at the thrift store. It's my Alvin and the Chipmunks picture. A few things have changed since my last video. Still have my trophies here with my big mirror. Hey everybody. Main change is this right here. I found a place for the old radio. Well, old looking radio, that is. I took the computer that was here, which was my DOS gaming machine, and I moved it over by the window because I had an extra slot there, and I figured it's just really hard to play games on here because it's really not at the right height. So I figured this was a much better place for that. Coming over here, I have my HP triple core system. On the bottom's my LaserJet 2300, one of two, and the Acer 23-inch monitor. Right on top of here is where I'm storing all of my cameras. This is the Kodak 5 megapixel. This is the Canon ES. This is the one I'm using to film right now. This is where I keep it. This is the Sony Handycam, and then this is my JVC. The Sony, of course, is the Hi8, and the JVC is the Mini DV. Right up here, I have the pictures of my two cats. I just put those up about a month ago. Got the paper for it, and the actual frames at Dollar Tree, so not a bad deal. Whole thing, including ink, probably cost me about $3 or $4 to do those. The alcove's pretty much the same. I've got all my Alvin and the Chipmunks stuff still here. Nothing in there has changed. Got all my Blu-rays and DVDs. Blu-ray players right down there. And then of course my 40-inch Insignia LCD TV. That's still all the same. Still got the gigantic couch here. Yes, I constantly get comments about how oversized it is for the alcove. And you guys are right, it is big, but I'll let you know something. It is really comfortable, and after a hard day's work, it's really nice just to lay on this and be able to watch some TV. I did, again, finally hang these speakers. I think I showed that in another video. One was sitting right on the windowsill right there. And this one, for the longest time, was just sitting right on the back of the couch. So that really helps. Every time my mom would sit down here, the speaker would actually fall on her head. So much better to have it hung up. Right here I have my two pillows for my bed. I'm using my old comforter right now because sometimes I'll do work on my bed and I don't want to get my new comforter wrecked. Over here is my bed TV, my 32-inch Westinghouse. Under that's the Fios box, a newer Motorola. Underneath there is my Pioneer DVL 909, the Laserdisc player. And pretty much everything else is the same, except you can see that right under my Toshiba DVD burner there is the Sony Blu-ray that I picked up over the weekend. I was actually able to hook that into my system. That's the one right there where the top of my finger is pointing. I was actually able to hook that into my network switch, which is right over there. And now I can watch YouTube videos right on the TV here, which is really nice because I don't have a computer hooked up to this. And I might do a video on that in the near future. I'll probably just show you guys one of my videos. And it is, again, a really nice unit. Go ahead and check my other video, the Community Garage Sale Finds. It's actually called Giant Community Garage Sale Finds. And you'll see a quick model on this Sony and a quick review. Again, I will do a more in-depth review when I get some more time. Up here we have the rest of my Alvin and the Chipmunk collection. Again, nothing there has changed. Down here are my videotapes, or at least part of them. And then on the bottom are the laser discs. And I guess I'll show you guys real quick. My closet is kind of a mess right now. I have a lot of projects going on. And yes, I still have that empty E-Machines case that everybody keeps asking me about. I will do something with that eventually. I just don't have a motherboard or the money to do anything with it right now. Put that TV up there in case any of my buddies come over and want to play vintage video games. It's got the AV ports in the back, so I can hook those up. Same Fisher speakers. Got my HP DeskJet printer right there with some paper and some frames on the bottom. Those are for a few future projects. Still have the good old Kenmore 8000 BTU air conditioner from 2001. Still chugging away just like brand new. Love this thing. It keeps this room at a really nice temperature. When you're over the garage, even though I have 1, 2, 3 vents, it still does not stay very cool in here. So when you have room over a garage, you almost always have to have an additional air conditioner. And you know, the 8000 BTU one is probably a little overkill, but being a big guy, I like it really cool. Still have the Windows 2000 HP system right there. Here's my other LaserJet 2300 series. That's my main printer. The one really works nicely. The main thing I changed here was the monitor. I did decide to keep the 22-inch E-Machines monitor here. Much nicer for gameplay. And I really don't miss having the big CRT for the DOS games. I tell you, they work really well on this computer. My Ethernet switch and my KVM switch right there. And then down here, just to show you guys I haven't gotten rid of it, is my DOS gaming computer. Like I said, I just moved it over here. Unfortunately, I don't have a Windows 98 or Windows 95 system right now. The motherboard on that Gateway did wind up failing totally, so I'm kind of in the middle of trying to find something. I really need like a Pentium 2 or a Pentium 3 to do it, so you know, I don't know what else I can do with. They're getting hard to find. And you probably hear the phone in the background. Let me get that real quick before everybody complains. I always get guff about that because I forget to silence it. Over here, my stereo, still the same. Nothing really has changed on here at all. My bureau. My cassettes over here, my blank tapes, and then my blank Hi8 tapes. Now, unfortunately, these Fuji ones I got do work, but because they're not Hi8, when I use them in this camera, they don't really look that great. So I'll probably save those for videos that I don't care as much about. Or I might just sell them on. I'm not sure yet. There's my CD cases over there. My bedside fan, because I like to have air blowing on my head at night. Helps me sleep. That little nice Sony alarm clock I put right there, I tell you, that really works nice. That other one was a beast. It took up so much space and was incredibly hard to use. All the remotes for the different devices over here. And then, of course, my bed. Again, nothing's changed there. And the very last, we have my main computer setup. Still the same monitors, still the Dell Vostro 400. The only thing that has changed is I was able to complete the Logitech speaker set. Before, I just had the 2-channel setup, and of course the subwoofer I always had. But a few weeks ago at the thrift store, for I think about $8, I was able to pick up the mid speaker and then the 2 surround sound speakers. And because I really can't put them in back of me, there wouldn't be any room, there wouldn't be any place to put them. I actually have these set up in 4-channel stereo mode, and they work really nicely, especially when I'm watching YouTube videos or watching a movie. Here's still my clock, my kitty cat calendar, and my Tonawara Community College graduation tassel. And the very last thing I wanted to show you is I was just doing some updated pictures here. Same two pictures I have of the cats over there I decided to put here as well. This one was taken with the Kodak, and this one was taken with my Sony. So that was taken with a 12 megapixel camera, 16 megapixel camera versus a 5 megapixel camera. So it just goes to show you it really doesn't make too much of a difference unless you're blowing them up a lot. Actually, I would say that the Kodak takes a far nicer picture than the Sony. And then just a picture of my grandmother and her friend. So that's about it for the room tour. This has been taken on June 25th of 2014. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and remember, as always, have a blessed day, everybody.